Great. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a story coach, and I'm so happy that you're here on my YouTube channel. This is where I give away a lot of free writing inspiration. And next week is the start of Week of the Grief, inspired by Day of the Dead or All Saints Day. I'm doing a whole week worth of writing inspiration to write with, around, through, and below, above our grief. So please join me here on this channel all week long for Week of the Grief. And there's information below on how you can join so you can get the instant replays and the downloads and everything for that. Yeah, I love giving away writing inspiration and working with people on writing stories that really matter to them. So that's what this channel is all about. That's what I do. Last night I hosted the Mindful Mondays circle, which is an online free writing circle that I do for folks who want to meditate and write. And we do a writing meditation together and then share. And the theme last night to kind of get us in the mood for Week of the Grief was the shadow. So it's a free write that I did at that circle, and I thought I would share it with you here to put you in the mood for next week's explorations on grief. So I'm just going to read it to you now. Here we go. Thou shalt not kill. Okay, got it. No problem. But what about murder? Different story? Don't worry. I wouldn't. I couldn't. I won't. I can't. I shan't. But maybe sometimes, just a little bit. Look, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm human. Murderous rage might be a gauge for how much I care. And I do. I care. Maybe we should just murder all the murderers. An eye for an eye? Ugh, I don't have time. We could do it this way: murder an idea by shoving it all the way down, censoring it, shunt it off to the side. But then it'll probably pop out at the worst possible time, like on a date. Oh, I'm having a marvelous time. Thank you. Stab, 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 stab. I don't literally have a devil on my shoulder. It's more like a shoulder ghoul. It projects worst case scenarios like this. I can't seem to drive across the Bay Bridge without imagining it crumbling beneath me. And here I go, tumbling into the watery impact. Not instant death, of course. First, an interminable panic and prayer. And then glub, 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 glub. Not because I'm obsessed with death. I'm not. I'm obsessed with life. Like, for example, just recently, for example, I only recently realized that it's not even my life. It's just life happening to me with a particular consciousness attached to it. Like I'm already swimming in the deep, vast blue. And every once in a while, I see you. And you see me. And that's the only way that I can know that it's real. And hopefully there's no stabbing. But you can never be too sure. I like to think that there are rules here in the water, but so far, I'm not so sure. My shoulder ghoul says there are no rules. Chaos might be my biggest fear. Not that I need to Marie Kondo my entire sock drawer in order to sleep well at night, but I will admit that I do sleep better with the closet door completely closed. Last night, my cat wanted to go out in the middle of the night. I could have scruffed him and made us both miserable, but instead I opened the door into the darkness. His tail went big and brushy, activated by the nighttime smells and the mystery of silence. His whiskers spread out too. He stood there on the feline precipice, you know the one, half in, half out. And he let himself be scared, excited, unsure, alive. He took a step, and for some reason, I followed him. We crept through the darkness. My cat as a teacher showing me how to prowl, how to listen, how to hide from the moonlight. It takes an incredible amount of energy to stand perfectly still and just listen. Then I realized I'd been dreaming the whole time. I got up to let him out, and he stood there on that precipice again in real life. Is this real? Are you? If you see me, am I? I'm most afraid of chaos. What are the rules? I hope there are rules. It's a cat eat catfish world. That does not make sense. Neither does going to the hardware store for milk, but I did that yesterday too. Oh, you. Who, me? No, the other you. I can't talk now. The bridge is crumbling out from underneath me. Another time, okay? Okay. Stab, 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 stab. Okay. Oh, chaos. Okay. There it is, some weird and wonderful writing from the Mindful Mondays shadow. And I hope you'll join me next week for Week of the Grief right here on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, share, do all that stuff. It really helps other writers who need inspiration find my videos. So I hope to see you again really soon. And until then, write on.